Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to film this mukbang. As you can see, we got tacos. We got my version of Taco Bell tacos, and I have a different background. I know my closet, she's looking crazy, but I wanted to switch it up because my room is a mess, which we're not going to talk about. I work very hard, sweetheart. That's why this video is delayed, but we're gonna get right into it. I'm drinking apple juice back with my cute cup, and I'm gonna get into these tacos, and we're gonna spill some tea. We're gonna go in about the latest episode of The Bachelor. I want to get specific which episode. I think it's episode 4 or week 4. I don't know. Let me get a bite. Let me get a bite. That's so good. I'm gonna take a mukbang. Let me take a whatever. What is it for? Those tacos are good. Really tasty though. Can you see? She's still blurry. But what I have in my taco is a pickle. Don't come for me unless you tried it. It's so good. Butter bread pickles. Taco meat, ground beef, lettuce, cheese, sour cream, and lettuce. I said that? No, I got it. And inside of meat, actually I put pico de gallo. That gives the meat so much flavor. The taco sauce is Dorito. So that's why it's orange. I took my napkins. Guys, I had such a long day at work. But I'm not gonna talk about that. We're here to talk about The Bachelor. I need tacos, period. And I got my notes. Oh, my cute boyfriend just texted me. I'm gonna FaceTime him. Hand back up. How rude. Honey, I was trying to feature you into my video. Like, oh, look, my cute boyfriend. Thanks. Love you. I'll call you back. Okay, so we're gonna talk about The Bachelor. I got my notes ready in my notebook. But I just don't want my notebook to get dirty. So I'm gonna try to remember everything that I wrote. So this week's episode, we start off with Sarah painting, which was a cliffhanger from last week's episode. I didn't watch the first three minutes, but I don't feel like I missed anything. Who was the first date with? Finding my notes. So Mackey's Victoria, which I was like, what the heck? Like, producers are really milking the hell out of Victoria at this point. It's like, I feel like she's a villain, but not really. Like, she's just kind of just rude. I don't think that makes you a villain. And he sends Marilyn home, which had me shook because from the last episode, Marilyn and Victoria was in that whole beef, and we're going to Matt about it, which I was just like, kind of too early for that. But whatever, Sarah was fainted. Don't know how that conversation with Matt turned out. So this episode we had 3 dates, 2 group dates, one one-on-one. So the first group date, it was Rachel, Bree, Lauren, Kit, blah blah, whatever. Honestly, I'm saying blah blah because no one really stood out in this episode or in this group date in this episode, so it's not I don't know. So whatever. And Ashley I was in this group date, and that group date, honestly, I hate group dates. There, I said it. I hate group dates because it's so boring. It's they do a weird activity that they wouldn't usually do on a date. They'll go they'll play flag football and like freaking wrestle and like do weird stuff. It's like, okay, I don't see the point. I don't see the point of these group dates. Like, it's so stupid. So this one was like so like this seductive like poetry group date, which was, oh, it's kind of weird. I hesitate to have Ashley I on it, because if you guys have watched previous seasons, you'll know that Ashley I was like a self-proclaimed virgin for like a very long time. I was like, obviously she lost her virginity to Jared since they're married. It's like, I don't want to hear about Ashley I doing this sexual thing. Like, it was weird. It was weird. So we had that. It was whatever. I don't really care for it so much. What else? Yeah, I literally wrote honestly not interested in this date. But I'm gonna get into the good stuff. So they paid out to Sarah a lot in this episode. I feel like this was the episode for Sarah, and that's for a lot of reasons. Like, they paid out to Sarah talking about how she's getting already so jealous and territorial towards Matt, and they had a one-on-one. I don't know which week, but they had a one-on-one prior, so I guess they already established their connection, which kind of triggered Sarah from seeing Matt go on these group dates and stuff, which I'm like, okay, it's fair, I get it, but it's like, girl, I don't know. Rachel and Matt, I don't remember which one's Rachel. I'm probably gonna put a photo on the left of who's Rachel, but I thought they were kind of cute. And Matt and Bree, I like them. I don't think she's a front runner, but I think she goes far enough to like hometown dates. But I haven't made any like real predictions yet. I have to over there, but I'm just so lazy. So I don't really care. But anyway, back to Sarah, because Sarah makes a lot of appearances in this episode. I don't remember who won this fantasy poem thing, but they do it after the cocktail hour, where he gives the group date rose. So they pan back into Sarah talking about like how she's feeling and whatever, and then Sarah decides to go on a group date and interrupt Katie, which I like Katie. Katie and Matt though, no, I don't see it. She's a nice girl, don't get me wrong, I like her, but I don't see her and Matt being a thing at all. So Sarah interrupts Katie, and Matt was shook. He was like, what the heck are you doing here? So they talk for like a long ass time, and Katie tells the girls, oh my god, guess what just popped up? Sarah. And they were like, ooh, what? They were shook. They were like, what the hell? Like, she had a one-on-one, and the girls on a date. Some of them didn't even like get a chance to speak to Matt, so they were pissed. I have this Tabasco sauce, but I promise I'm gonna use it. So they were pissed. They were pissed, and I agree with them. It's like, you're not even on a group date rose. I keep on saying group date rose. You're not even on the group date, and you're interrupting to talk to Matt when you already had a one-on-one like 2 weeks ago. That's rude. That's rude. But she has her time, they make out. This was like, said a lot about Matt. Honestly. Because like, I feel like these guys on the show is just like, anyone could just like interrupt while they're having a genuine conversation with a girl, and they're like, oh yeah, sure, you're hot, you can interrupt. But I feel like if it was like roles reversed, I feel like a woman bachelorette would be like, you're not even on this date. So Katie goes back and starts talking to Matt, and then Sarah comes to the girls and like explains why she did what she did, which was like kind of dumb. It's like, okay, what are they supposed to say? Like, thank you for telling us. Oh, I didn't have any thoughts on Sarah. I even didn't really know who she was until like the cliffhanger. I don't hate Sarah. Like, Sarah is strong personality in the sense, like, I feel like she gets what she wants, and she's going through a lot right now with her dad. And she just has a lot of things going on, and I understand like she doesn't want to play games. Like, she likes Matt and Matt likes her. I could definitely tell Matt likes her 100%. But just the way she goes about things is just like, it's so rude. Even though I don't agree with the girls later on to the episode, they were honestly kind of bullying Sarah, which I didn't like, because like, I get it, you don't like her, but like, tolerate her. Like, they were being so rude and so mean. I don't know. It's like one of the meanest moms I've seen, because like, she was so hurt. And I understand her point. But they let her know they would not F more her, which was like really messed up. So whatever. Skip that. So I literally wrote Sarah may be the actual villain. And honestly, I changed my mind. Like, watching it, I'm like, Sarah is a villain. Like, she's a villain. But now, after watching the way that she got attacked by those girls, it was like, guys, chill. Like, half of you guys don't even have a connection with him yet. Like, calm down. Like, I get it, you don't like her, but like, he ain't gonna be your husband either, so calm down. That's what I don't get, you know? I doubt the girls that were like upset are front runners. Like, I 100% doubt that. I doubt it. I'm used to Tabasco, these two. They made like almost 5 tacos. That's the, but anyway, they came at Sarah crazy, and like the way that she looked, it makes me feel so sad. Like, I would never want to watch that part again, because it was like, I felt like they were really attacking her, and like, not even rightfully so. And she's not a horrible person. Like, yeah, she did some shady type of things, but like only once or twice. Like, she wasn't like constantly like antagonizing like Victoria, which I don't hate but I don't love. Anyway, I don't hate Victoria. Wait. Okay, I don't hate Victoria and I don't love Victoria. Like, Victoria could be like so harsh. Like, the way that she was towards Sarah was like so harsh, and like not even villainous, but like more like just nasty. But like, she was kind of funny at some points. Like, I don't hate her. I just feel like she's just really playing up to the role. I don't know if it's producer like influence, or she's just like, I'm gonna be on national television to be an actual asshole. Like, you're not even getting paid. I don't think they get paid, actually. I don't know. I'll look into that. So Sarah's hysterical. I would be too. Like, the way that they attacked her was like so wrong. Like, I literally wrote, I kind of like Victoria. I don't know. So then in the next, what is it, next group date? I skipped a one-on-one date. Oh my gosh, that's how boring it was. But we learned a lot of things about Matt. First of all, how old is Matt? Matt is like in his late 20s, early 30s, and the longest relationship you had is 4 months. Girl, I would be running. Him and Serena were cute though. I like Serena, but I don't think they're gonna end up together just because, I don't know, like Matt seems like a little bit too complicated for me. I like Serena though. She's really pretty. Like I liked her outfit. They both look so cute together. Like they opened up about relationships. I loved that. I loved how vulnerable she was this episode, opening about her past relationship with her ex and how she thought he was the one. And Matt is over here like, yeah, my longest relationship was a year ago and it was 4 months. Like, I don't know what that means, guys. Like, Serena opened up so nicely. Like, I feel like I believe in force either, and I always think like these conversations are so forced because like the way that they go around it. But Matt really said he was in a relationship last year for 4 months. Why did he say he never been in love? Like, okay, why are you on the show? Like, how do you know you're gonna be in love if you've never been in love before and you're on the show to be proposed to or engaged, whatever? I need a little bit fast though. I don't know so much, just a little bit, just a little bit. I usually add pickled jalapenos, but I didn't buy because I thought that I had and I didn't have. Waiter, oh waiter, not kidding. But whatever. Serena and Matt, they were cute, whatever. I'm like kind of over their one-on-one. It was cute, but and like going on a picnic, he was like, oh, I never had a charcuterie. Like, okay. Oh my god, I just wrote something. I just saw something that I wrote, which is really important. Matt's lips was so chapped in this episode. I was like, bro, your lips are gray. It's giving gray. It's giving gray like my hat, which I know this is the second video in a row that I have a hat, but we're not gonna get into it. We can, but not right now. But Matt's lips was so freaking chapped. Every time he kissed the girl, it was so freaking chapped, bro. Like, is the producer not gonna give him chapstick at this point? Like, it was so chapped. It was so bad. So Katie, I liked her. She like told Sarah off, but in a way that wasn't like aggressive and like really abrasive, which I enjoyed watching Katie this episode because like even though she was the one that got interrupted by Sarah, like she had so much compassion for Sarah, like in regards to her dad and Katie's dad who passed away, and like she really gave her like a good heart to her, but she wasn't being like, oh, a fake like person. Like she was just like, you were wrong, but like I like her. I really do like Katie. I like her. She's cool. So whatever, I wrote that the group they wrote gave to Rachel. I don't know what Rachel is, but whatever. I thought they were cute, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that was the group date. What the other one? They didn't go on the second group they rose, right? Wait, I am going for the second group they rose. Did they go on a second date? Group date? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Matt was getting ready for this. Is the group date? I don't even know, honestly. But so this is like the end of this episode. Is that Sarah, after she spoke to Katie, she realized like it was time for her to go home because her dad has ALS, I believe. So I don't want to say anything wrong. I believe he has ALS. And she was just like, she was having so much anxiety and like feeling so like guilty for being there, and which I totally understand. Like she's definitely strong, and like I get Sarah. I respect Sarah. I just don't agree with the way she went about things, which is fine. I don't know how I would be in that situation. I would be crazy if they put me on national television with, or you can drink alcohol and food. I would be crazy, especially if I like the guy. Oh my, I'm feeling dizzy. But back to Sarah. So she made her mind that she's leaving. So then she speaks to Matt. She goes to Matt, and she tells him how she feels. And he kind of looks so sad. Like, he was really reassuring her that he feels for her, he understands, but like he wants her to keep this relationship going because he really likes her, which I 100% believe. Like, the way that Matt was like acting about Sarah, like he was literally making out with Sarah 10 minutes before he went on a date with Serena. That was so disrespectful. I forgot to even talk about that. Before Serena and Matt went on their boring ass date, Matt went to talk to Sarah because Sarah was being so MIA and so weird, and like she didn't want to be with the girls, which I understand. But he goes to talk to Sarah, and the first thing he does is jump in the bed with Sarah. I'm like, if I'm the person who got engaged to Matt at the end, I would watch this and punch him in the face. What the hell was that, man? What was that? He jumped in the bed. First of all, like, don't you know it's COVID? Like, why did you even wear your outside clothes in a bed? Anyway, but he jumped in a bed with her and they made out, and they were like so romantic and so giddy. Like, I'm like, he really likes her, which I understand why the other girls are jealous. But that was literally 10 minutes before he went on his romantic date with Serena, and he opened about like love and stuff like that, which was like cute. But so it's like, you just made out with. Anyway, so Matt is reassuring her to stay, but she's like, no, I can't. Like, also the girls are so mean to me. I'm like, is it because your dad has ALS? That's a valid reason. But if you're just gonna bring up like, oh yeah, the girls are mean to me, it's like, now girl, you know what it's gonna do to him. You know what that's gonna do with him, because Matt would 100% defend Sarah. 100%, because he likes her. So then I don't remember the freaking, so she left. I think she's gonna come back though. That's my prediction. I feel like she's gonna come back and make a season and really f Matt in the head, because Matt is gonna be like so shook. I feel like Matt is gonna be like, yeah, I think I found the one, and then Sarah's gonna come back like, what the hell is up? And he's like, oh, where's my engagement ring? Throw it in the garbage. Hey Sarah, like, I feel like she's 100% coming back. There's no way Sarah just took this whole episode and not gonna come back. She's definitely coming back. She's gonna come back and be like, so who the hell was so mad about me? Because I'm back. She's 100% coming back. But talking about girls coming back and leaving, why is there gonna be like 5 new girls contestants next episode? Like, why none of those girls are gonna be runner-ups? Like, promise you. Like, I don't. So that happens next episode, which I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna like stop eating because I kind of am full and I need to re-up on my juice or some seltzer. But I hope you guys enjoy this video so much. I would love for you guys to leave a like and a comment, and also, who are your predictions of the front runners? I think if Sarah comes back, Sarah, I like, is her name Brittany or something? I don't even know these girls' names, but I have their face in my head, but I don't know their names. But I think her name is Brittany. I would say Serena, maybe. I would say Brie, because I like Brie a lot. If Brie doesn't end with Matt, she's gonna be the hot commodity in Bachelor in Paradise that they have. But leave a comment below who are your predictions as to who's gonna be the top front runners. Oops. And subscribe to my channel, of course, and I'll see you guys next week. I'll try to do this as much as I can. Like I said, I work and I soon start school, so it's gonna be like a little bit not hard for me to do, but it's like I'm so lazy. But bye guys.